Welcome back. This is episode 16 of the Planet Coaster 2 campaign Let's Play. We are in the next level, which is Paradise Lost. And in this level, basically it's pretty sad. There was a resort here and it kind of flooded, I guess, or it sank or whatever happened. And now it's kind of all dilapidated and broken down. So we're coming in, we're buying it, and we're going to rebuild this resort into something absolutely beautiful. So let's get into this next level, Paradise Lost. Let's go. All right, so this is our park. Looking pretty cool. I don't know why we have a scary entrance here when this is supposed to be a resort. I really thought this was going to be pirate themed, but it's not. It's just resort themed. See all these resort themed stuff? But this is our first objective. This guy right here. As you can see in the top left corner, it says to restore, not restore, but to complete the animal. And this is the animal. So we got to complete this animal ride. One thing though, before we get into this, is I want to go look at our park expansion and go see you. Was not expecting that. Wait, how do we get from island to island? What? These aren't connected. Can we not? Wait, no, we have to. How does this work? Oh, right here. It says between islands owned. Okay, cool. Gosh, I was going to say, this level's impossible. Let's move on to the next level. No. Okay, so we can do this. All right, so we don't have a lot of land. We got a lot of water. I'm assuming we can't terraform the water. Oh, no, we can't terraform outside this dotted. Wait, no, but we already own this. Can we just delete the water? No, we can't terraform. Terraform's gone. No terraforming. How sad. And good enough for me. So now all we got to do is connect all the paths. We got to figure out a path from here all the way around to here. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've pathed this up now. It's pretty easy. My goal here is basically to add in a ride on this and on this. But as I was measuring, because I was like, okay, I know I can fit, wait, where is it? This ride right here. I was like, I can fit this right here pretty easily. And then I thought, oh, well, what about these resort ones? Well, I was like, oh, I can fit that there. That's surprising. That's like outside of my border. Very confused. And then I was like, wait, what? Right. I own all the water. I just don't own any of the land. So I own a lot of space, just not a lot of land. And now it's deciding, do I want this to be like a cool boardwalk thing where we just like have floating rides? I don't know. Or will that look stupid? And what we really need to do is just put rides like here on all the actual dry land. I think we'll just stick to dry land. Because that makes sense. Okay, so let's move on to just pathing this up real fast. All right, and there you have it. So now we have that. Now all we gotta do is add in some power, and the power should be pretty easy. Should be. Okay, so now we can come over here, select the ride, select it, yes. And we can complete the objective, opening the ride. Heck yeah. Now let's go see what the next objectives are. Wow, that's a lot more. That is a lot more. Okay, so we have to build 3 flat rides and then build a new coaster. Flumes don't count as flat rides, right? I don't think they do. No, because they're under flumes. That would be a flume, not a flat ride, you idiot. Okay, let's move on and get these done. All right, we're making money. We got 6,500. And not only that, we're making money. And I put in a bunch of seats and a bunch of trash because we had trash building up, but I put it everywhere. Just really quickly, trash and seats and everything. We needed to add in this third ride, so I just went ahead and added this in. It's all the way back out here and kind of in the water. I don't love that, but it's okay. It's kind of like a pier. That's how we're gonna see it, I guess. But this will do. All we got to do is go ahead and open this. So let's hit open. And now we have completed that part of the objectives and we can go ahead and start working on a new coaster. Before we can actually build the coaster, we actually need to get more money. We only have $9,000, which is not enough. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually put the coaster right here. If the coaster starts at that spot and then it kind of moves around in the water and then goes under and around the bridge. So like as people are coming in, they're getting kind of like a cool coaster going around them kind of thing. Very exciting. And then it comes back around and then ends obviously where it ends. So while we wait, I'm just going to do some boring park maintenance, make sure everything's up running smoothly and nobody's complaining about anything. So I'll see you in a bit. So this is really frustrating. I can't really do a lot to fix this. I can add in more food, which I will be doing. But the main complaint, let me just show you. The main complaint is annoying. It's just I've been wet for ages and feel uncomfortable. Well, I can't do anything about that at all, other than maybe put more of these shops around so people can actually buy umbrellas. But it's been raining. Look at this. It's going to rain today. It's supposed, tomorrow, now I'm confused. It's just supposed to be raining forever is what it looks like. I don't understand how this is the hourly says it's going to rain hourly. I don't get it. It doesn't say it's supposed to be rain. It's just raining constantly. I want it to go away. Super annoying. Okay, so one of the things that it says that it wants is a restaurant. And I'm actually thinking some sort of pier-like restaurant, something like this here. But I'm wondering if it would be better over here to bring in a little bit more people this way to then ride the coaster. Because right now there's not a lot of action coming over to this coaster. And this actually sits really nicely. Yeah. I love that. But I also feel like the building itself kind of blocks. So I wonder if we should turn it around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Turn around. Okay, it's already turned around. Okay, so if we do that, then the vibes are really nice, and then the entrance can be from the back. And the back's kind of ugly, so we might... Actually, it's not too bad. We might just put a sign there and then maybe remove that. Okay, so let's put this here. Yes. Okay, so we put that there. Pause. No, keep playing. We need money. Okay, yeah, I'm going to work on this. We're going to just kind of move things around here and make it look like this is a cool entrance right here instead of the entrance being on that side. So that way, when you're eating, you have this stellar, beautiful island view and a sunset. Oh, it's gorgeous. We can call this restaurant The Pier. It'll be very exclusive, very high-end, and the high-ends don't have those. Okay, let's do it. Quick tutorial. I'm frustrated because I can't freaking select the back of this TV. It's very annoying. So what you do is you go, this is the thing in the way. You delete it. Then you select the thing you want to grab, and then you undo. And then we now have it. So there's that. Sweet. I'm going to turn this TV around. Okay, so we got this done now. Hopefully you enjoyed that time lapse. Hopefully there was a time. If not, look at this. Look how cool it is. And look at what I did. I made a little fish aquarium. It's pretty cool, right? So this is the entrance. You come in. Oh, I was going to put like a TV here or a sign. I should put a sign there. But you come in and you walk around and you go seat yourself and then you come over here and get food. It's pretty sweet, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. I love it. I almost forgot to open this, so let's open that before I forget again. And now we have a beautiful restaurant over by this roller coaster. So let's hit play, and we have the pier. Oh wait, I should probably name it too, because I'm gonna forget to name it the pier. So let's just name it. We're gonna call it the pier. And look, people are already coming to enjoy it. Look how cool that is. Sweet-tastic. Look at all these people. This is the best seat in the house right here. Look at this. It is right next to the fish, which there's no fish in here. But to the fish tank. Yeah. Best seat in the house. Oh, they left. But you're still here. Yeah. Best seat in the house. Heck yeah. Next to the fish tank. Heck yeah. Way to go. Actually, it may not be the best seat in the house. Best seat in the house is probably over here looking out at the beautiful island. But, well, fish tank. You can now see we have $50,000, so we can start building our new roller coaster. So let's do that. Well, first thing we need to do is we need to see, okay, the criteria. Build a new coaster with at least 5 and 3 inversions. Okay. Now we just need to figure out what coaster we want to start with. I'm thinking this one. Yeah, we'll just do this one. This will be easy. Right there. And plop it down, and we're ready to go. But enjoy watching the build of the coaster. Hey, you want to know something that's really important to read? You know how we just went over the criteria of the coaster? Well, this coaster can't invert. So undo. Done. Different coaster selection. Yay. All right, so I think we're done with this coaster. I think it's good enough for right now, 7.52. But, you know, I get a lot of crap. I get a lot of crap about my banking in my social posts. They're like, bank this, bank it, bank it, bank it, which they're not wrong. I'm not gonna complain. They're 100% wrong. I don't take the time to bank it. But on this coaster, I spent a little bit of time banking it, and I have not rode this coaster yet. I have no idea if the banking's any good. Slow down. Actually, let's get to the top and then pause. I'll put pause. Okay. I don't know if the banking's any good on this coaster. Okay, we're gonna slow it down. So now that we're in cinematic camera, we've slowed down, we're gonna hit play, and we're gonna see how bad the banking is on this. It's already not great. Whee! I spent so much time trying to bank this and make it not jerky, and it is so jerky. This is a stupid coaster. Whee! We're upside down now. Maybe it's just this coaster is really jerky. I don't know. It feels really loose. Okay. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It was just a jerky ride the whole way. I don't know. I spent so much time banking this coaster. So much time. And it didn't work. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay, so moving on from that, we're going to talk about entrances and exits here. So if you look here on this top down, I'm going to point it out with arrows. This is the magic of editing. Normally the way that I do my entrances and exits, I have like the exit in the middle and then the entrances on either side, the priority pass and the normal entrance. Well, the problem with that is that when people enter the ride and they're exiting the ride, they're going to kind of hit each other. So the exit should be over here where the exit gates are currently opening. And then the entrances can all go anywhere on that right side. So now saying that, with the new update with the, the souvenir shop and the photo thing, I want to add that to this. And I want to have a souvenir shop photo thing somewhere over here with the exit. And then I think what we'll have is we'll have the entrances on this side. So we're going to make it happen doing something like that. So let's give it a shot. All right, it's done. We have the entrance. This is what it looks like as you walk up towards the ride. We might put some sort of sign right here, maybe in the future, or maybe just right here, probably right there. That makes sense. And you walk up, and then this will be where all the stuff is that you can buy. And then you have your main entrance and your priority pass entrance. Then of course the exit right there. So all I got to do is put in all that extra bits and bobs and stuff and all that jazz, which will be fun. So we'll do that together because I've never done it before. And yeah, I think it'll be really fun to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Also, look how cool this looks as you're walking around. You're going to see this coaster just come flying around this turn. It'd be super fun. So inside of here, we can go ahead and go to facilities. And I have no idea where this is. Maybe souvenir gift shops. Modular souvenir. There it is. Okay. And then we have all these different options. So let's put you like there at a nice angle. Beautiful. Okay. And then you can come in and add in just little kiosk pieces, that shelves and just different things like that people can come look at. Oh, that sucks. Don't love that. So unfortunately, this like piece of wood for whatever reason is like thicker than the floor for some reason. I don't understand why, but it is. The floor is like down there. You can kind of see it just clipping through, which is, I might just need to lower the whole building, which should be pretty easy. So we might just lower the whole building so that way then it's set on the right path. But for now, what we can do is we can go ahead and design a shop front, or not a shop front, but we can just design a shop. I think some shelves would be cool. So those together, and then if we grab that, and then maybe duplicate it and slide it over, maybe we can get another set of shelves. That's pretty nice. That's pretty easy. Okay, what else do we have? We have these shelves. What is the difference between these two shelves? This one has a cabinet on the bottom. Why is that important? I don't know, but maybe, oh, that's cool. It snaps to the edges. That's nice. Maybe that's useful. I don't know if it is useful or not. Okay, so then maybe we can get in some of these things going as they come out. Yeah. As they come out of this, let's go, boom. Let's bombard them with items they can purchase. Once they come off the ride, purchase these items. Look how cool they are. And then maybe we can do like one there. Maybe one. Oh, we can color these? Oh, I'm so dumb. We should have been coloring these. Okay, we'll grab them all and color them later, because then we can color them to fit the vibe a little bit better. Shirts. Heck yeah. We want shirts. As you enter the ride, everybody look at these cool shirts that we have. I don't really want to block the view, but I think we might put that there as well. That's looking pretty good. Maybe we need to add in another. I just don't know how if this costs money to like stock these. I have no idea, but we'll find out. Boom. All right. So now we have all these. Let's see about actually lowering this, because it is really bothering me. There. Is that okay? Are we still good? Oh yeah, we're still good. That looks great. Perfect. Okay. Way better. So now what we do, I think, is we add shelves. How do I do this? Oh, connect existing. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, there's got to be a way to do this. Okay, here we go. We're connecting all of the existing and bop. Okay, did we get them all? Yes, we did. Okay, so we hit confirm. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. It just populated everything with everything. That's so cool. So now that this is done, we can go ahead and do one more thing that we need to do, which I'm really excited about. And it revolves around the coaster. Okay, so over here in looping 2, which we need to rename, we're going to add in a ride photo cam. And this thing's, wrong way. This thing's really cool because it allows you, as you can see, it's like I'm moving around. See how the numbers change? It tells like how exciting it is and how good the photo is going to be. So when that average photo, see, oh, best right there. So we could put one right here, but let's just see if there's another, oh, like there, this is all good. Well, actually this might be a good place because we might get some cool, let's see. So we can also rotate. It comes with a lot of cool options. Like I think, yeah, we can zoom in or zoom out, which is cool. And then we can also rotate. Ooh, that's cool. Let's keep it there. No, right there. No, right there. Right there. Yes. Okay, so now we go down to confirm placement. So now over here in the souvenir shop that I have completely filled up, we have to find a place to put this thing. I'm thinking about actually just putting it here and then removing those shelves there. Then I don't know, connect ride. Yes, that's what we need to do. And then that way, that photo kiosk knows that this ride is the ride, and we hit confirm and we are good. We can open that photo kiosk. We can open this modular system. Look at those 2 employees, perfectly working. And then last but not least, we can hit play and we can go ahead and open our new beautiful ride that's called Looping 2 that doesn't need to be called Looping 2, and we will name it maybe later. Maybe. Done. Ta-da!
Looks like things are progressing nicely here.
Yes, we've done it. We have completed the bronze, which I feel like we've done a lot in this park for just bronze, and we have 500 people already in park. And look at this. Look at all these people that are coming into the park right now because we opened that new ride. Crazy. Let's go look. Don't look at that one. Let's go look at the gold objectives. So own 7, I already own 6, so that's easy. That's just 1. Build 4 more flat rides. Okay, that's a lot. Another coaster. Sure, fine. That's fun. And then average ride maintenance above 80%. Minimum number of rides 7. Okay, well that's easy because once we do these 2, we'll be there. That's not a problem whatsoever. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna buy this big plot of land right here. Purchase. Yes. Sweet, we've done it. Easy peasy. So now we have this huge plot of land that we can start adding in more rides. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and build all this stuff out. I'll montage it together for you, and then I'll give you a quick tour of what it all looks like. And I think I'm gonna keep everything on this island for now. The thing I will wait on montaging and building is definitely the coaster, because I feel like we all love building coasters together. So we'll probably do that one together. But let me montage all these flat rides and figure out all the pathing and make this place look really neat. So here comes a montage. And as we walk over into the new area, hope you enjoyed that montage. This stupid storm won't stop. I don't love it. I hate it. But this is the new area. It does need a name though. Can you guys help me? Can you give me a cool name for this new area? The idea for this is very jungle kind of vibe, very nature heavy kind of stuff happening. But you walk through and we first have this ride on the right, which you don't even notice. It's all hidden because it looks like a palm tree. That's how it's designed. Everybody liked the last time I made this into a just giant tree, so I just did it again. And it works really well. You just have a nice entrance hut there, and you got a palm tree ride. Then over here on the opposite side is we have this ride. I was gonna turn this into a boat thing, but it didn't really work out because we don't really have great boat pieces. Hello, Mr. Janitor. And yeah, this is like a boat pier. I don't know. It didn't really turn out how I wanted, and there's stuff in the way, but I kind of gave up on this one. It's good enough and we can move on. Then next we have our entrance, we have our palm tree drop, and we have this ride, which is really cool, but we're going to save that one for last because I'm sure you saw. But we also have this ride, which is our Ferris wheel that has these little like hut type things, which I think are really nice. I don't know if it's worth really walking over there. You know what? Yeah, we will. We'll walk over there real quick. And so coming in here, we kind of have some rocks, some stuff, and it's just a little, you know, oh, and I have some floating pieces. I need to put another rock right there. I thought I did that. I guess not. But you have your priority pass and then your normal entrance. It's just very jungly. I'm going to add more jungliness to this, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty nice. Now let's go back to the final ride that we added. All right, coming back around to this final ride, you can see I also need a name for all of these rides. None of them are named. So if you have a cool name idea, let me know in the comments. That would be very helpful. This ride's pretty cool. I basically turned it into a parrot, kind of birds of paradise flying thing. So you get onto basically a parrot and fly around on a parrot, which is pretty neat, I think. I like it. And then this is just kind of like sky blue, kind of let it blend in so you don't really see it. That's the idea. This is entrances and exits. It's not the prettiest thing. I was thinking about putting like whatever those kiosks that sell merchandise inside of these two buildings, but I just couldn't get it to fit because this was on a hill and it was all sorts of stuff, so I didn't do it. But yeah, this is a new area. We're gonna add more jungliness to it, but if you could help me again figure out what we're gonna call this area, that would be great. Submit your ideas to the comment section, and whatever my favorite name is, I'll just go ahead and add it in right here. But jungle theme, think jungly. So now what we need to do, now that we've toured all of our beautiful rides, we got to go around and open them. Boom, open that one. Open the giant palm tree drop ride. Open, oh. What? Oh, the ride maintenance. Okay, cool. I'm happy about that. That's easy. Was not expecting to get that one from opening up more rides, but sure, it did do it. Open all of them. And we are done with that. Now all we got to do is build a coaster to complete the silver objective. This is where we're going to put the coaster. I don't know if I ever said that, but this is where it's going. Right here. Yep. Okay, well, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, we have a problem. We have $7,000. And that's because I went ahead and added in a bunch of stuff over here for like food and bathrooms and different things like that. I even made a little souvenir place that's not attached to an exit. It's just here next to a small, tiny baby restaurant. And don't worry, we're not selling a lot of food here. It's just a few things. The inside's not decorated. I don't really care about the inside. Nobody's going to look in there ever again. So yeah, and then we have a bathroom here and the staff building right there. Yeah, so just some things. I put the bathroom here in the middle of the island, so that way it's very centralized. So I feel like it's not super far. I might have to add more bathrooms, but we'll see. Look at that, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, oh, look. Whoa, we made $100,000 today. Wow. Come on, keep on coming. More people, please. More people. And done, I guess. All right, we're going to pause real quick because there is something I have noticed recently, and then we're going to build our coaster. So this thing that I've noticed is everybody's complaining about being wet. And I'm wondering if an easy way to solve this problem is if we go to the shop and we edit the price. Oh, can I not? Why can't I edit the price of this? Prices. How do I edit the price? I've done this before. You come here, you go here, you edit the price. Anyways, my idea is I'm going to make umbrellas free. So that way everybody can have umbrellas. Okay, so I'm going to figure that out. And then once I figure that out, we will start building the coaster. But yeah, that's my idea. Just free umbrellas for everybody. Free umbrellas. I figured it out. I'm an idiot. I had it set to bargain and I just needed to be on custom. So now it's on custom. I can come here and I can just do this. And now it's set to 0. So easy peasy, right? I think this is what we're going to go with our ride because it's a wooden coaster and it kind of could match the vibe of, I don't know, just something old. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Just something old. But it's a hybrid, which means it can invert, which gives us a lot more freedom to do some fun stuff. And I'm also wondering is because we're starting on a hill, I wonder if we just start going down. We just start with getting some speed right off the bat and not really worry about, oh, whoa, that's crazy. This thing is nuts. Oh, I'd want to go that way with it. And then here, maybe now we go up. So on the station, I didn't know this, but there's an exit speed. So I just cranked that all the way up. So I think we might hit around this turn a little faster. So those are the numbers that it was before. Let's start the test, hit play. Oh yeah, that's way better. That is way, way better. I'm just thinking that what we need to do is when we come around and we do this big loop here, it goes up a coaster chain, and then we have like a whole secondary coaster that takes us out over here and then comes back and then ends. I think that might give us a much better rating. So let's give that a shot. All right, so I think we finally have a good coaster here. We just did a little bit of editing. You can see I got rid of this bow tie kind of figure eight kind of loop-de-whoop-de thing right here. It was just killing the rating for whatever reason. And then I shrunk this down so it wasn't going around so wide of a turn. And this whole front side got completely redone. Completely redone. So let's watch it and see how it goes. See how green all that is? This is beautiful. Green, green, green. We get a little bit of yellow, but then we're back in the greens. I'm a little bit confused though. We only get a 7.1, but if we go back, go back to this. Go back to this. Look at how green this coaster is. We are up in the greens way above 7 the entire time, except for in a couple areas. Like we're so high on the excitement rating and I don't know. Wish this was like a wooden launch coaster. That'd be so cool. Cause then I could just launch people around and then this 2.4, this would be an 8 for sure, but it's not. But one thing I wanted to look at was this. I wanted to go over to the amount of cars that we have. So if we go to 6 cars, what happens if we drop it first down to 2 cars? Okay, it's a little better. Probably not worth it because of the amount of people now that get to ride the ride at a single time. So let's go to 6. And then I want to make sure this block, yeah, it's in blocking. I did that already. So this being in blocking is important because what this is going to allow us to do, if this is in standard, it's just one coaster car all the way around. Because if I go back up to cars, see, I can only do cars. I can't do trains. So if I go to blocking, then it allows me to add in a second train. And then that's why I have this secondary lift section so we can have them sit there and wait. But my only concern is that when we hit play and we go to the test is that if the people are waiting too long at this point, that 4.3 then turns into like a 0. So let's hit play and let's see what happens. So we're going to go up and around. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see everything. Oh, it didn't change. Well, let's let it run through it again. Is the timing on that almost perfect then? It is. Interesting. But this way we get double the amount of people on the ride and through the ride, which I like that idea. So now that we are finally finished with this coaster took way too long to build. I don't know how much of it you got to actually see, but it took a long time. But now that this thing is done, what we can do is we can finish this build a new coaster by making all of the beauty parts of it and the ride paths and all that jazz. So we'll get that done. We'll take a look at it. It'll be all beautiful and pretty and we'll have a good time. All right, the coaster's done. Look at it, it's so pretty, but you can't see any of the build because I've hidden it in this jungle. It's awesome. So this is your entrance to the ride. It's a little bit janky with some of the vines kind of growing through. We're gonna ignore that. And we're just gonna walk all the way up here and around and look at that. It's an overgrown hotel? I don't know what that is. It's a hotel. That's what we'll call it. But if we come this way, we can see we go right underneath the ride here. And there it goes. Yay. So cool. So cool. And here it is from above. Look how cool that looks. It just looks like it's been abandoned. It's been here and it's overgrown. All these plants and stuff. Like these are supposed to be like they're growing through the building. Like, you know, it's like broken through because bamboo is really strong. And it, you know, it's just overtaking it. And, you know, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like it. It's pretty neat. You have your entrances. For whatever reason, though, this stupid fast pass entrance won't connect. I've tried very many ways, but it won't connect. It looks like it's connected, but it says connect path for fast pass. Here, look, let me show you. Let me show you. See? 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 I don't understand. If I go here, I can't snap onto it. So whatever, we're just going to leave it there. I don't know what the pathing issue is there. But now we can go ahead and just open this ride and complete the objective because we are ready to open it. Boom.
Well,
Heck yeah.
The park is really starting to come together. Great work. Continue working your magic.
Yeah, we got the silver objective. Heck yeah. And that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to comment your ideas on what you would like different sections of the park to be called, or even just the names of the coasters. I don't think I've named any of our coasters, but if you got a clever name for them, put them down in the comments, and then we can add them in the start of the next video. But thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. I can't believe it. The rain finally ended. It's so nice for it to not be raining anymore. It's incredible. This side of the park doesn't look as cool as the other side of the park. That's okay.